Hello and welcome to Dice and Demons. I'm Emma, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new models that have just been revealed by Games Workshop. I haven't seen any of this yet, so I'm very excited. This is going to be so cool. So Warhammer 40,000 preview. More models have been revealed. Let's start with the one everyone's been waiting for, the Silent King. The errant leader of the Necron Empire has returned. Oh, awesome. They have done introduction videos. I love those. Let's see. Wow, that was a cool video. I like the music. Very dramatic, very over the top, which is fitting for this. Sarek the Silent King. Awesome. Very cool. Alright, so I've been looking forward to seeing this model so much, and I must say I'm definitely not disappointed. This looks very cool. I really like the overall sort of outline of the whole thing with these two things standing next to the throne itself. I think it has a very nice imposing outline, and here he is standing on his throne looking like a proper Egyptian undead pharaoh or something like that. That is nice. I like that. Yeah, this looks really cool. I also really like the color scheme they've gone for here with the turquoise. I'm not too jazzed about the green lightning. I don't know why. I don't think green works very well for these sort of effects. But that's just a personal preference thing. It's nothing to do with the paint job itself. I think it's very well painted. It's just a personal preference. I would have gone with a bluish color, I think, for these. But overall, this looks very cool. Let's see if they have some close-ups here. Oh yeah, okay, so there we have one of those. It looks like a floating obelisk or something like that. And I like the fact that it looks like the stone or the metal that it's made from. Yeah, it sort of cracks here, like it's got almost too much of the deadly energy inside it, so it almost can't contain it. So it's starting to crack from the inside out. That's what it looks like to me. I also really like these small, sort of sci-fi Egyptian hieroglyphs here. It's very subtle, but I think it adds a lot to the overall look of the model actually. I think for the Necrons, sometimes less is actually more, and I think it works very well here. Awesome. I don't know if anyone could actually decipher what it says here. I certainly don't know Necron hieroglyphs, but it looks cool. I'm sure it says something horrible and gruesome, so perhaps we're better off not knowing what it says. But I really like this one, yeah. Very cool. Oh, look at this guy. He looks proper angry and menacing. He looks like he's coming to get you. And he's not just coming to get you. He's actually coming to strangle you with his own bare hands. That's what he looks like to me. He looks just so evil. And look, he's been dented on the forehead and he just doesn't care. Yeah, it's nothing to him. What he's going for is just to kill you very dead. I like that. He's fun. And here we have the Silent King himself. He looks really imposing. I like the pose where he's just standing there looking like he really knows that he is the ruler of the Necrons. Definitely. The only thing I'm not perhaps too keen on is actually this outstretched hand. I don't know if it has any particular meaning in the lore. I'm not too familiar with Necron lore, so I don't know if there's a sort of hidden meaning there. But on a first glance, to me, it looks almost like it's an outstretched hand. It almost looks like he is asking for something. I don't think it looks like he is commanding. It's not a commanding gesture in my mind, but maybe there is something to it in the lore. But I think it could be relatively easy to do something with if you decided you didn't like the way that looked. That should be relatively easy. I also like his hieroglyphs here on his breastplate, and the symbol here in front. It looks like the a bit like the Egyptian Ankh symbol, the symbol for life, except that this is well, this is more or less the opposite of life, isn't it? I also like his weapon here. It looks evil and efficient and wicked and a little bit magical as well. Pretty cool. I like that. Yeah. And we have the a bit of a more slimmed down version of the Ankh symbol here, as opposed to this one over here. Very nice. I like that. And that's another one of his minions. It looks like he's sort of like a Catacross from the Bone Reaper's army, where you have like the model itself, and then you also have his minions. That's what it looks like to me. I'm curious to see what the rules will be for this. If it's like with Catacross, where the minions each have abilities that they can grant to their leader, but if they die, if they're killed off, then you will lose those abilities. That'll be interesting to see. I look forward to seeing that. The model itself here I mean, it looks fine, but the only thing is I'm not too keen on the sort of stacked Cyclops eyes they've got going on here. I mean, I get that Necrons are reanimated living metal, so perhaps they can have eyes placed anywhere they want, but I think for me personally, I prefer, two eyes, more like a human face. It's not that it's not well made, it's just again, personal preference. That's not particularly to my liking. It's not something I think I would bother changing, it's just a minor thing, really. Oh, and here we have the Silent King himself again. I do like the cape. Look at that. Look at those little squares. It looks almost like it's the living metal that is somehow shifting, or being removed from his cape or being added to his cape. It's a bit hard to tell, but I think it looks really nice, and it's definitely a different aesthetic. I don't think I've ever seen a cape being done like this before. I really like that look. It looks cool. It'll be fun to paint, definitely. I also like the stairs. That's nice. A ruler should always be standing on top of some stairs so he or she can look down upon their minions. Definitely. Stairs is a must-have. Absolutely. Yeah. I do like this. I really do like this. I'm not quite sure how keen I am on this tortured guy up here. I mean, why would a ruler such as the Silent King have a tortured soul above himself that almost demands more attention than the Silent King himself does? I don't know. I'm not too sure about that. Perhaps it also has something to do again with the green paint job, that it just, I mean, at least my eyes go straight to this green man and less so to the Silent King. And I think a ruler who has gone to such trouble standing on an imposing throne like this, he wants all eyes on him. So I don't know. Perhaps I would see if I could do something with this. At least make it a bit less noticeable compared to the Silent King himself. But I do like this. This is cool. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I look forward to seeing how big it is, if it's comparable to a Catacross in size, or if it's even bigger than that. And I also look forward to seeing the rules for it. This is nice. I love it. Very cool. Primaris Tech Marines. This has nothing to do with the Necrons, but why don't we take a look at it anyway. One of the most requested units for Space Marines, the Primaris Tech Marine is on his way to repair your tanks and tear your foes limb from limb. Oh, that's nice. It sounds like a pretty all-round purpose mini, if you can both repair a tank and tear a foe limb from limb. That's nice. Sounds efficient. Let's see.
Conversion Master 01011 has a question here, saying, how do I convert a Primaris Tech Marine? What you do is you take the current Tech Marine model, you take an Intercessor, you take the arms off the Tech Marine.
That's way too complicated, man. What are you on about? It's easy, right? What you've got to do is take all that enthusiasm, a little bit of passion, say your prayers to the Omnissiah, and just wait. That's it.
Cole sends his regards. That's nice. That was fun. I think it was a fun way they introduced him here. That's cool. Yeah, I like this model. He looks cool. I especially like his robotic arm, but that's because I immediately think about looting it for my orcs. I think the orcs would love having this arm to play with. I'm not going to get the entire model just for the arm, but it would be nice if someone at some point end up with a spare arm. I would be more than happy to put it to good use in my orc army. Yeah, he looks cool. I prefer the head without the helmet, but that's just me. I know it's more realistic to have them with a helmet on, but I think they are just more fun without. So for me, that's the rule of cool before realistic here. Yeah, he looks nice. Terrifying, but nice. Let's see, Primaris Chaplain on bike. You know what would go great with those outriders? A chaplain that can keep up with them and be heard over the roar of the engines. Absolutely. High-speed cemetery. Why not? Sounds cool. Let's see.
Rugged. All terrain. Low riding.
Very low riding indeed.
Fully integrated offensive features. On-board battle axioms. Ergonomically designed skulls. Absolutely no safety features.
No, of course not.
Presenting the Primaris Chaplain on bike. High-speed zealotry.
I particularly like the bit about the ergonomically designed skulls. That was fun. And I also like the holy book he's got chained to his bike here. That's nice. They could have put it in a backpack or something, but of course not. You want your holy book in front of your bike for everyone to see. Lots of skulls, that's for sure. It looks cool. A little bit silly. I think it looks a bit silly, but I like silly, so that's not a problem for me at all. I wouldn't have painted it black, but I know that that's probably the way it's supposed to be. But it's fun. I like this model. I don't think I'm going to go out and buy it or anything, but I like it. It's fun. Let's see, what is this? A Ctan or a Ctan? Shard rises. All right, let's see. Well, that's a totally different kind of music here.
We once knew the gods. They came arrayed in gold and taught us of glory and of lies. They walked from darkness and taught us of death and of fear. They rose from fire and taught us of creation and of oblivion. And for their gifts,
Oh, wow,
we
look at
cast them down, bound
Wow,
to
look at
our
that.
will.
That's awesome.
And now they serve us in war.
The Void Dragon Awakens. That is seriously cool. Wow. Oh wow, look at that. I really, really like that model. It reminds me a little bit of the hollowed armor thing from the Lumineth Realm Lords. I can't remember on top of my head what its name is. But it's sort of like that. You can see here on his torso that he's hollow on the inside. Oh wow. This is just awesome, I think. I really, really like this model. He reminds me of something from Paradise Lost, like a sci-fi version of Paradise Lost or something. I think it's wow, it's almost like it's such an iconic outline, you know, with the wings and the spear and the tail and the energy. Oh wow. I think this is probably my favorite of the models we've seen today. Yeah, it is by far. It's definitely my favorite. I think this is a model that you can show to anybody, even people who don't know anything about the Warhammer 40,000 universe or anything. And if you ask them to say what they are seeing here, they would be able to give you a really good story just based on this model alone. You don't need to know any lore or anything to be able to tell a story about this. I mean, you can easily see that it's supposed to be an angel. He's got the wings, and you can also see that he's a sort of angel of judgment or something. He's holding this spear pointing down at you. On the other hand, he's not an angel. There is something horrifyingly, deeply wrong with him, like because of the hollowness of his chest, and he doesn't have a real head. He's got like a helmet, but with nothing on the inside. It's like this this symbol here has sort of replaced his own personality, his own will, with that of the Necron Lords. That is just a terrifying prospect, and I think the wings are also very cool. It's easy to see that they're wings, but then they have this sharpness to them. So there's nothing organic about these wings. So it's sort of like a twisted sci-fi version of a divine being of some sort. This is horrifying and beautiful. I like this model a lot. I could be a little bit worried about how fragile he might be. I don't know, with all these energy waves holding him up. But I don't know. It looks like there are quite a number of contact points between the model and the base. So I think he should be fine. But that probably also depends on how big the model is going to be. That'll be interesting to see. I think this just this is so well designed. I really, really like this model. There are so many subtle details. And also those little squares again that we also saw on the cape of the Silent King. This is some next level design in my opinion. I love this model. Wow, so cool. So cool. I can't wait to get my hands on it and start painting. I think it'll take me forever to get him painted. But this is definitely going to be a passion project, that's for sure. So yeah. This techno monstrosity is a shard from the most formidable of the already cosmically powerful Ctan, the Void Dragon. We'll be learning more about what it can do with all of that green lightning in the near future, so stay tuned. Yeah, I definitely will. And these beauties will follow in the wake of the new edition, so make sure you order yourself a copy of Indomitus next week. Alright, so we don't know exactly when these guys are coming out, but they say in the wake of the new edition, so I think in the relatively near future, I hope. This is awesome. Very, very cool. So yeah, that seems to be the new models that they have revealed today. I'm so excited, particularly for this last one. I think they saved the best for last. But what do you think? I look forward to hearing what you have to say. So please let me know in the comments below if you like these models and which one's your favorite, and or even if you are perhaps disappointed by some of them. So let me know in the comments below. Also, if you have any painted models or terrain or something you want to show off, you are more than welcome to join the Dice and Demons showroom on Facebook. I will leave a link to that in the show notes below. We also have a painting pledge project going on for the month of July, and you can read more about that in the Facebook group as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you again soon. Bye.